I'm here today to give you a daily update on COTI. As you can see, guys, we do have very strong all-time highs currently sat at around 68 cents there. Recently, we have come up, tapped, set new all-time highs, but seen a bit of a reversal in the price. I mean, to be honest, it's quite expected. That's absolutely fine, just because considering November has been not the most friendly month in crypto months. Pretty much a September month coming through there, but yeah, not too bad so far. I would say COTI is actually banging it, bouncing perfectly off this 200 EMA, not looking too bad overall. I would say we do have a bit of a rising wedge chart pattern, which guys tend to usually break to the downside, but sometimes they do break to the upside. So we're going to weigh up both scenarios there and see what see some sort of price predictions to come through. I mean, to be honest, there's not much point really weighing up the lower side here, because if we do break to the downside here, guys, out of this 200 EMA there, then we're going to be at like 23, 22 cents there. So yeah, we've still got pretty a long way to go for that. So yeah, I wouldn't really expect it to be coming down any further than that from there in terms of a breakdown scenario from there. We do have the volume weighted ATR band coming up to say hello as well, and you can see the support we do have on that little green bad boy. So yeah, I wouldn't say that's going to be coming down any lower than that if we do see a massive crash there, and that's like 23 bucks. So yeah, over 100% loss there. So yeah, let's weigh up the scenarios to break to the upside there. If we are going to break to the upside, we are going to be looking for new all-time highs there for COTI there, and also volume weighted ATR band. We're going to get above that. When we get above the volume weighted ATR band, guys, you can see there's that little tiny red line there. When we can get above it, we actually trend above it really quite nicely. When we're not above it, we find the resistance. As you can see, very strong resistance above it. Nice little trend above it there. So yeah, hopefully this is going to line up really nice, and we'll just basically see how that does plan out. Definitely a piece of information to be using there for the future there. Definitely something quite nice there. So yeah, let's look at some measure moves, shall we? Measure moves to the upside here for COTI. If we are going to see a massive run up, it's going to be huge. In terms of a price prediction here, it's going to be really quite nice for a nice long position, guys. It's not going to be like an overnight thing. It's going to be over the course of like a few months or so, right? So just please be aware, it's not going to be instant, get rich quick. It's going to be months, and you're going to be waiting, and you're going to be patient, calm and collected. That's how this is going to run, if it is going to run. 80% gain for that measure move to the upside. They're really quite nice, but I do want to say, if you are going to be clearing all-time highs, guys, you're going to be scurrying around. It's not just going to be a little smooth ride up all the way to 80% there. It's not. It's really not. You're probably going to set all-time highs coming through that. You're probably going to bang it back down to previous all-time highs, and then probably ride this wave, something probably along the lines of that, if that is going to happen. So make sure you're taking profit all the way up as you're going there. You don't want to be caught in these traps, right? You do not want to be caught in these traps. Let's jump down to the shorter term time frames and see if we can get a bit of a better gauge onto what's happening there. As you can see, we are jumping down to the hourly time frame. We are seeing a bit of a curl over in this trend. We did have higher highs being set continuously, but I would say after that, unfortunately, lower highs are being set. Potentially for a lower high being set again, it will just depend on this reversal and whether we lose this 200 EMA there. If we lose the 200 EMA, that's basically confirmation that this is going to be a lower high, guys. And lower highs, after seeing this high point, it's actually quite a bearish signal coming through there. So it would be an instigation that we are probably going to come down and test this volume weighted ATR band again. And you can see how strong the support is on this volume weighted ATR band. So yeah, definitely a point to be looking out for there, for a bounce point there for COTI coming through there. But yeah, overall, not looking too bad for COTI compared to a lot of the other altcoins coming through there. On the short term, I would expect a bit of a pullback coming through there. Obviously, we have banged it up recently. Even if we do pull back here, we're still not going to be back to the low point of that start of that trend there. So yeah, overall, not too bad. In terms of a scalping position here, kind of a scalp or a bit of a swing, we could be looking at something. To be honest, we do obviously have this very strong trend line coming down here, and obviously this trend line coming through like so, and that is a bullish pennant chart pattern, guys, and that does tend to usually break to the upside. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that does plan out. I mean, what were we saying about the lower side there, around 44 cents there? Is that going to correlate? Yeah, it's going to correlate very well with this the 200 EMA level of support there. So yeah, it's definitely a point to be looking out for there as well. If we do lose that, guys, that's going to mean that we're going to be breaking to the downside there. So yeah, obviously we do not want to be doing that. Yeah, we do not want to be doing that. And if we do that, yeah, we've got the volume weighted ATR band as discussed there. Ideally, we want to break to the upside, guys. If we can break to the upside, it's going to mean we're going to be coming up to challenge these lower high points coming through here. In terms of percentage gain for that, I would probably be looking for the most recent uptrend, looking something along the lines of this, and then we're going to be basically moving that up like so, and then taking a nice percentage gain from that, around 6.38% there for COTI. Overall, bullish, not too bad. Little position coming through that for a potential breakout scenario for the future. But yeah, that's going to be it for COTI.